Hello and welcome. If you're new here, my name is Amy. If you've been here before, thank you for being back with me. Ironically, today, getting to this beautiful park led me through a part of town that feels so overstimulating for me. And today was the first day where I actually realized the connection that when I go to that area, I feel so off. My energy feels really overstimulated and anxious. And part of that is because I'm an empath. That's what I want to talk about today. 3 things that really help me to protect my energy. I want to say a disclaimer. A lot of people identify as empaths, and I do feel that as spiritual beings, we all have the ability to be empathic. But it depends on how it's used. And one of the most important aspects is self-awareness. When we are looking at other people and how they're identifying as an empath or how it's showing up for them, we are not looking at ourselves then. And ultimately, what matters is for each of us as individuals to go inward and see our own energies and how our energies are protecting ourselves, affecting the world around us, and affecting ourselves. So everything I say today has a lot more to do with you and your personal journey and not about anybody else. Because let's be honest, as empaths, our biggest struggle is the energies of the people and places outside of us. So that leads me to my very first point, is that one of the best ways to protect your energy as an empath is, first of all, you need to be aware of what's your energy and what is somebody else's. Because we do feel so drained and we can feel like there is nothing fun about being an empath if we're not actually aware of the fact that this is a part of us, and being able to differentiate what is your energy and what is somebody else's. Like I said, I went to this area of town and I ran a couple errands, sat down to eat, and it was in that moment that I realized maybe this isn't all my energy. Maybe I didn't just become anxious for no reason. That's when I also made the connection that it always happens in this part of town. Yes, it's a pretty busy part, but for whatever reason, it affects me a lot more than other places, even busier than that. So I consciously sat there and set an intention that any energies that are not mine to be dissolved immediately, and any that are mine that are not serving me to also be dissolved, and simply just leave the space, leave my energy field. As much as we tune into it though, it is so easy to get into an environment that makes us feel totally overstimulated and totally drains our energy, and we forget everything we know, any knowledge that we have, any protective mechanisms. And that's why, for myself as well, I constantly have to just circle back to freshening up and reminding myself so that when I am in these moments, I can actually think about it like I did today. And I was actually really excited that I was able to consciously think about that while I was having a very just overstimulated moment. Another wonderful way to protect your energy as an empath is grounding yourself. Now, first of all, I realize that some of these sound really simple, but it's the simple things that have the biggest effects on us, especially when we're consistent with them. And I know that a lot of people like to just dismiss the simple approaches because it feels like what are they really going to do? But grounding yourself is not just about being grounded to the earth. And that is a very important key, which is why for me right now, being in nature is the best. But it's also about being connected to your physical body. When our energies as an empath are so out of sorts, and that's what it is, it's energy. That means that field around us, it's causing us to have a disconnect from our bodies. And so by grounding yourself, by connecting your spiritual self into your physical body, finding some density because you are here on this earth, having this human experience, being able to merge those two is what will help you to actually ground. And a really good way to do that is through food. I only recently really made this connection for myself where I'm able to consciously seek out food when I am really overstimulated. It could even just be a protein bar. but I also have low blood sugar. So for me, once I start going south, it goes quickly. And being able to find food that really helps literally create more density and weight in my body and helps me to feel more grounded to the earth and into my skin and really just merge these two always makes me feel so much better. And it's just such an easy thing to forget. So if you're feeling overstimulated and you are in a public space, find food. I personally look for foods that are going to make me feel better. So maybe a smoothie or a salad, something like that. Because if I eat something that's really unhealthy for me, I'm only going to feel worse. But if you can find something that's really going to help elevate your alignment and elevate your energy, that is key. Okay, and the third thing is really going inward. Again, I know this might sound simple for some people, but every aspect of us growing and deepening our self-awareness, being mindful of why we feel the way we feel, why we're reacting the way that we're reacting, is everything to do with what is going on inside of us. And so if we keep looking outside of us to make us feel better, or for the situations outside of us to change so then we can feel better, we will never feel better. We have to go inward. We have to really look at ourselves. For me, okay, I'm in a really busy environment. This is making me feel more and more and more overstimulated. What do I need to do for myself so that my nervous system can calm down, so that I can check my own energy and actually put up that protective barrier again? It is not by staying in an environment that is causing me inside to feel worse. I remove myself. Like right now, I probably spent 20 minutes driving around this park that I'm at, trying to find just a little piece of grass where I could put my blanket down and just sit here and relax for a little bit. Because I need to just be in nature and in my own energy in order to clear the energies of everybody else. I can't be around people and think that I'm going to clear those energies. If you're in a space where you can meditate, that is another really powerful way to just calm yourself and cleanse your energy from all of the other energies around you. Even just a minute, 2 minutes, whatever it is, just close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. This is so powerful. There are times when I don't want to meditate because my brain and my energy and my anxiety, whatever it is, are too loud. And it might take me a couple minutes once I start, but oh my gosh, I can feel the shift when I actually start to relax and everything starts to just fall away. But it's not going to happen if I don't do that. And the absolute worst excuse of anybody is saying, I can't meditate because I have too many thoughts, or they're too busy, or they can't relax enough. That's exactly the problem. That's why you need to meditate. It's like a muscle. The more we become aware of ourselves and how we are showing up in different situations with other people, that is how we are able to protect our energies. As long as you're expecting other people to change so that you feel better, your energy is never going to feel better. Of course, this leads me to energy healing. Everything is made up of energy. If you look at the absolute smallest piece of anything in an atom, that is energy. And that's why energy healing and clearing and being aware of our energy is so important and so powerful. You can see I have tons of videos of Reiki healing, longer meditations, as well as 1-minute shorts. Those are so powerful, especially if you really just get quiet and tune in. If you are not actually taking the time, though, to really become aware of yourself and your energy and the energy you're putting out and the energy you're receiving, what you're picking up from the world around you, and then what you're doing for yourself to clear all of that. If you've never done that, then there's a good chance that your energy field has a whole lot going on in it that doesn't need to be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hawks are flying above me right now. Okay, I tried to film, but it happened too quickly. Sometimes we can feel so overstimulated, and it can be really hard to kind of get to a place where we even know what to do to help ourselves when our energy gets so rattled by the energies around us. In my experience, it is sometimes just putting my hand on my heart and closing my eyes and taking a few deep breaths. and actually allowing all of the noise and the energy around me to get a little bit quiet. Sometimes it is just giving a couple minutes of Reiki, because whenever I give it, I actually receive it. And what I've been doing lately to counteract my own spikes is to think about what I would need and how I can give back in that moment. And so just taking that moment and sending a little bit of energy. I mean, I can feel it immediately when I just put my hands up, Reiki on. And I already feel calmer just by having this moment, and everything around me feels more quiet. And I feel significantly better from the time I even just started this video to now, of just having this conversation with you, just talking about this and reminding myself as well, because I do not believe that growth is linear. I believe it is cyclical. It is like a spiral, and you will come back to things that you've already worked on, and that's okay. You have the opportunity to go deeper with it the next time. And if you're an empath, you're always going to be navigating energy. What's beautiful is that as you continue to clear the energies that aren't serving you, you actually get to see how it is such a superpower. I never thought I would be giving so much energy healing, ever. But the more that I've done to cleanse my own aura and really kick the beliefs, scarcity, and all the things that have just not been serving me to the curb, it's allowed me to tune in more and more myself, and therefore feel how powerful it is. And that is just so cool. And the fact that I can give it distant and share it with you is the best. So I hope you got something out of this. And I would love to hear from you in the comments, what you are working on, what helps you. We all have different things that help us, and in different seasons. So maybe something that's been helping you lately is going to help me or somebody else who reads the comments. So please share. If you are not already subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel, giving me a thumbs up, and definitely check out my Reiki and Light Language folder for tons of videos that I've created that will help you with all sorts of varieties of energy healing. And also know that when you receive it, it's going to go exactly where it needs to. That's going to be the best for you and your energy field. So simply set that intention to receive it, and it will meet you perfectly. Thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to talking to you next time. Bye.